Did Beans make that?
Probably.
Wow.
Did he? Or is it leftover? Nah, that's leftover.
Surely not. That's bigger than his head.
That's leftover.
Frosty!
Really.
What's up, buddy? What? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Man, Dizzy's got a bark on her, don't she? Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. I'm just walking down here because they'll follow me. They think we're getting food. Hey, this is Frosty's. Well, it's not raining. I kept some in here.
Yeah, I took some out of it last night.
So.
After
My lovely wife, Ray. Our beautiful 40 acres in northeast Oklahoma. That's the back of the well house. We've got cattle, pigs, donkeys, chickens, 3 dogs, 3 boys in no particular order. And we better feed somebody before they come through the fence. One of my goals, we got this sweet little tack room right here and we don't even take advantage of it at all.
No, we haven't really had the opportunity yet.
Yeah. Well, we also didn't have anything in here that, any animals that were a necessity to have stuff in here. Like the donkeys don't get a daily grain. I mean, we know we gave them a scoop, but like you don't keep feed on hand for donkeys when there's hay.
Right, they've got 24/7 hay. And
Right, when the donkeys were in here.
yeah, the alpacas, of course, they went to their new home pretty early when we moved in, so
Right.
we haven't really
Actually,
used
right
this.
after we got the barn.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, until we cut the hole in the side of it, nobody even used the barn.
That's true. Yeah, that's
So
very true.
there were some baby chicks in here that
Up until like October, November, we didn't really use it. So
I'm actually, people have been asking, we have not seen that bobcat in a while, but I gotta be honest, we found cat tracks, like big kitty, bob kitty tracks over there yesterday. And we've had the bobcat on camera walking up and down our hill. This goes to the creek. Those chicks we lost and the chickens, I know we saw coyotes get a few full grown chickens,
yeah,
but the chicks we lost, there's like zero doubt in my mind that bobcat came up here and had a field day. We even have a video, it's long gone now, but we have security cam footage where Izzy took off running. Remember that?
yeah.
So we had a bunch of chicks in here, not in the tack room, but in the barn. And the barn was sealed up, but the bobcat with a 2-foot.
Well, chicks can get in and under anything, so they weren't actually, they didn't stay in the barn. They actually came out a couple of times, and yeah, you're right, that bobcat probably
Well, what we
got
messed
them.
up on was too, pigs like to root and burrow when they sleep, and it started getting warm, and Izzy started creating space underneath the barn. Well,
Yeah.
the barn part has no floor in it. The chicks went under that. It was a constant battle. But yeah, that, not to blame it on the bobcat, but like those chicks didn't stand a chance. Yeah, we even feed the wildlife here. Beans, come here, buddy. Whew. Dizzy. Hang on, it's muddy. I want this in your things. Yeah, leave him alone. Let me go. Let me come in there. I'm really starting to think that I do want some kind of place for the pigs to eat. The only thing is, and we have permission, she's not going to be pardoned this time. Dizzy's going to the processor. Golly. And once that happens, I'm telling him, once that happens, we won't have the problem that we're having. So we actually had some blood on Izzy. This one tried to take a chunk out of my ankle the other day. I had to edit that out.
Well, do you remember when I told you that after his bottle the other night, I picked up that bucket and the pig started stirring?
Yeah.
I didn't actually tell you that Dizzy actually got all the way up, and she was all over us, and she was actually nipping at his legs, and I had to, I had to smack Dizzy pretty good, and it was like bedtime. She should have been in bed. It was my mistake. I should never have picked up that pail. I obviously made a little bit of that feed noise, and she got up immediately, and then she was just biting him.
But the aggression, because she was food raised at no fault of her own, is getting out of control, and I don't see it turning around. We pardoned her about a month ago, but it's time. Speaking of, come here, buddy. Show us how big you are. Is that too high? See if we lower it, somebody comes over and bangs it off.
Yeah.
Hey, you got little baby grasses out there, were they?
No.
See where we? So if you guys didn't know, this had, well, however many trees are in that stack right there.
Yeah, all of this was not open.
All of this was as heavily wooded as everything. And look at the green out there.
It's really gonna pop today.
My goodness. Yeah, we're supposed to get to, how warm today?
Hey, we're supposed to, it's like 62 and tomorrow's like 65.
Goodness.
Might even be warmer.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, you gotta keep eating. 47 right now. It's 67 tomorrow.
Somebody said his back looked like he was losing a little bit of hair. Well, and I wanted to keep an eye on him because remember Nellie was in here. And of course we had to treat Nellie.
Yeah.
But we don't want to just dump ivermectin on a calf. We want to make sure that something's actually wrong. Licking the rear end, some people, listen, that's just hygiene. That's not, he's keeping himself clean. That's not, he's not eating mites, trust me. Such a pretty little bull. Such a pretty little bull. Somebody wants a bottle. Go eat more.
Come here. Come on.
I personally think as well, at least one of the pigs makes him nervous when they start grunting. See, she's already, yeah.
They push him.
But like Dizzy ate hers and then walked over and took Izzy's. It's just a, you know, and I'm not going to build something separate to keep it. Look, there's a ton on the ground right here. You look good in your new jacket.
Thank you. Looks the exact same.
And you didn't even zip it up.
It's new.
Brand new zipper, didn't zip it up.
Because it's warm out here.
It is.
So nice.
Now you got to stay right here on him because as soon as he's done, he's coming that way.
Oh,
Why aren't you getting out?
Yeah.
We need some grass.
Oh my goodness.
Gee whiz.
Look at this.
Yeah. You got boots, you can get muddy, right?
Oh my.
Well, we got to wait till it dries out and then we'll come in here and grade it. Or not grade it, but I'll get a landscape rake and... What are you doing? You know where I left him, right?
Yeah, how?
He was in
I
the...
still can't even tell.
Dude, if he tore up my... There's no way he tore up the fence. He's not big enough. It's been a few hours. Ran to the feed store. Saw Shy. And by the way, we found out you guys have been running down to the Cedar Lane Farm and Garden where we got our chicks from. And that's where we get all our feed from now, by the way.
Yeah, a couple of you bought chickens from her. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
really
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. It means a lot to them too. Small business. We just pumped them for some information about weaning Frosty and we're excited. But this guy, I left in that pen yesterday with Frank and Taters. I have no idea how he got through. But if there's a T-post pull out, I'm tempted to run him and Belle to the auction this weekend. I know she's bred, but like,
I cannot believe.
I don't know how he got through. Where did he even go through at? There's got to be a mark.
Look,
because
the barbed wire's pulled up right there.
Where?
But I don't know how that could have happened. It's right there. Do you see that?
Oh my goodness.
But he couldn't have, like he would have had to jump.
Oh, he did. He jumped. He got high centered. I bet his belly's cut up. Oh my. He's going to the auction this weekend.
No way.
I don't need to hide. Couldn't stay away from his mommy. Boo-hoo. And just so you guys know, I'm not trying to be whatever. We literally can't really come up to the fence. This is what she does. But even him, when I'm in the pen, he's constantly shaking his head at me, pushing me away, did this. Even if she's got a heifer in there, you're going to have to bottle feed it to break that attitude. And
Yeah.
Belle's got to go.
MJ has the same attitude as Belle, and Honey has the sweet demeanor like Nellie. Beans has the sweet demeanor like Bunny, and MJ is a turd like Belle.
Even Princess.
And her new baby, even if it's a girl, is probably gonna have an attitude just like her.
And
I
Princess.
don't know.
Princess. We can approach Princess.
Yeah, Princess is sweet like Fiona.
She's skittish like Fiona, but
Yeah.
she's not trying to kill anybody.
Yeah. And Beans, like, we can, you know, I know he's trusted us and food helps, but he's also Bunny's baby and he's super sweet over there. And we're just over it, guys.
Belle's, yeah.
We're over it.
Well, and where Belle came from was Lone Rock Ranch. We've already talked to Aaron and Kylie. We're not going to break Belle of the attitude. Like, he literally, Aaron was checking with me several months back when I mentioned, see this? That's what he does constantly. But yesterday, just because he was over there, he busted back into here to get with his mom. And he's been in this pen without his mom for 5 months.
I know. I cannot, I'm truly am baffled.
What was it, September?
That he is back over here. I don't know how he did it.
Well, he jumped right through there. I know he did.
Yeah, he had to have.
He got high centered. Franklin, no. He's showing me. He's just telling. He's a good boy.
He tried to get through the fence. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he messed up the barbed wire.
Oh my goodness. All right. So if you didn't know, the reason we want MJ in there is this is called Rancher's Delight. And these guys love it. They love it. Whew. So that's the equivalent of about 8 pounds a piece. See if that's got a leak in it. Yeah, this is get big, make steaks food. Why is your eye muddy? How did you get mud in just your eyeball? That's confusing. How'd you do that? I'm not worried because it's not on both of them. What did you do? This is like even more concerning. That's brand new.
No, I don't think it did.
Do you think they drank all that?
I think they did.
There's no way. He was here for a minute, that's for sure.
I'm glad it wasn't worse. Or he got himself hurt in the middle of the night. Well, that's super frustrating. He stretched the crap out of that.
Yeah, I can stretch it back. I've got a stretcher, but...
Wow.
I think I'm over it.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
With our fortune with Miss Belle here, she'll probably calve at the auction in the stall.
Right.
Throw a real pretty heifer.
She just went after Princess for like no reason. No reason at all.
You're a turd, dude. You're a turd.
Sorry for our frustration, guys.
I'm not. They're frustrated too. Well, let's get everybody else some feed. There's hair right here. Watch out.
She's so pretty. Princess. If anyone couldn't see her stripes before, you can see them now.
The bale feeder looks good in there.
Sure does.
There's an old hay bale over here I'll feed on.
Blue. Hi, baby.
So I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take Belle regardless this weekend. She's going bye-bye. And when she's gone, we'll give MJ another chance in this steer pen. And when he's over there, we can, yeah. And I may flip them at some point too, by the way. I may put the steers in this smaller pen. let the Longhorns have that pen, because this pen out here does have a lot more room for grass potential this spring.
But our original thought, like the reason why frank-potatoes are over there is because Allie and Glory are still weaning. Which
Correct.
We're coming up on the very tail end of that, but
Yep.
we didn't want Allie and Glory to be able to actually touch each other. So, because Glory probably, if MJ could mess that fence up, Glory's really going to tear the fence down.
Yep. I think what we'll do, she's going to the auction no matter what. I'm probably going to take Sonny as well. And we'll give him another chance to just behave. But he's got to stay in this pen. He's got to mind his manners. I don't mind him shaking his head at me if we get a real pretty horns and hide. But like, yeah, if he starts acting contrary, what I know is he's going to push the girls around. He turns a year old March 5th.
Yeah, he's almost a year.
He's going to push the girls around, but I want to stick him in here and see if he gets humbled a little bit, which is probably what happened. He probably got in there. So.
Well, and Mommy's over here.
Yeah. Mommy's boy for sure. I'd really like that hide though. And the ground beef. We love the ground beef. So. I need to get them a trough too. Don't judge me. We're getting one. We had one, but I stuck it over there for those guys. If I'd known MJ wasn't going to stay, I'd have just fed them in the blue tub. Have you noticed that she's got tiger stripes on her left side, but the left side of her face has stripes, or right side of her face? Yeah. So right side of her face, left side of body.
Yeah. I got a really good shot of her face.
Yeah, she is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Hi. This is another reason I wanted MJ out of here. She was leaving regardless. I'm not even going to wait on the calf. But it's another reason I wanted him out of here, because if I get him out of here, Ray can come in here, and these girls are super sweet, and I truly believe that they'll get even sweeter when they move out, when he moves out specifically.
Nellie already eats, or I'm sorry, I said Nellie. Honey already eats from a hand.
Right. Honey's a beautiful, I think it's roan Longhorn, and she's going to be really sweet like her mom. So I'm going to make sure she goes to a Longhorn farm, like somebody who understands how sweet she is, the demeanor, the genetics.
Everyone's going to say, why can't you keep her?
Well, we would, but we have her mom.
Yeah, she looks just like her mama. We love her mama, and she'd make it great. I mean, she's still young, so.
Well, what people don't understand too is the mom is a proven cow. Mm-hmm. We love Honey, but that's what you got to run the risk of. She could be barren. She could be a beautiful demeanor, color, all that, just like her mom,
very true, but
have an issue with birthing. So that's part of the issue with buying young heifers, just like with Bunny and Honey.
Yeah.
No, Bunny and Sunny.
Yeah.
That's part of it. That's somebody else's risk to take. But it's very rare that you just have a barren cow or a heifer. Like it's just like in humans. It's not just like, every other one's barren. That's not really how it works. But having a proven mom over a younger heifer. See, you even bug your mom. I don't know why you're in here. Yeah. So this is what we do all the time though. We shake our head. His dad is over there growling at us though. Look at that.
Well, the girls, Princess, Honey, Allie, like they don't shake their head to try to make you to go away. It's just MJ and Bill.
Look how big Honey is. Now she's a month younger. She's April 5th. He's March 5th. She's gonna be a big cow.
Which also, like, I know we've said this before, but even new subscribers, like, the reason why we didn't leave him a bull was because we had a very trusted person tell us that he wasn't going to be a good breeding bull because he's smaller statured. Look at him and Honey.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a month older than Honey. She's huge.
Well, DK Bridges, she raises Longhorns, I believe, up near Kansas City.
Yeah. And like
one of our subs.
Like MJ doesn't have a very good like barrel chest like for breeding and like obviously mountain cows.
And I don't want a mommy's boy for a bull. Period.
Yeah.
But sure enough, it's actually leaking out of the. It's leaking out of this. Oh well, it's loose.
So we don't have a leak.
I'll get that. I'll take care of that. That's a little bit better news. Basically, there's a bulkhead fitting in there that I got to tighten. So. All right, watch out. Hey. What's up, buddy? Get out of there. No.
Maximus, hey, hey, get out of there.
Change the color a lot.
Same feed, different bag. It's not muddy up here anywhere.
Nope. High ground.
Looks good up here.
Hey, back that way. Her and Nelly about the only ones I could do that with, but I'm not sure I'm strong enough to push Nelly.
Yeah.
So I noticed the other day, Fiona's got teats showing. Did you see that?
Ah, I can see it from here.
Getting a little bag.
Sure is.
There's the man of the hour. By the way, there's cubes. The other day you guys told us to pour a longer line. There's cubes everywhere. This is the one I was worried about. Yeah, the hair's coming back nice. That looks amazing.
She does look good.
She does.
Hi, baby. You want a snack? Here.
Just don't wrinkle the bag. You gotta do it slow. You guys, if you'll remember right, Fiona was bred when she got here. And everybody thought she was having twins, and I agree. But Princess was tiny. Remember that?
She came out so small. Yeah, Fiona was huge.
You're fine. You're a big cow now. So even though we've treated her, I don't want to run her to the auction until her hair looks good. That's just not good. Like, it's not just so she'll sell for more. It's so that we can make sure she's healthy. I don't want to run her through there if she's not, but she is. The hair looks amazing. I mean, she straight up had bald spots a week ago. So she looks really good. Babe, look at Blue. Are you stuck? There we go. My tree tried to kidnap me. Morning, Glory. Good morning. She's drying up nicely. It's always a little hard on them, especially if she's already bred. It's always a little hard when you pull that calf. Their body has to readjust. They stop producing milk. What's up, old man? You get some snacks? Huh? Blue! What's up, buddy? I miss Nelly. I don't have any. I got nothing. I don't know that I've ever seen a prettier steer. Or, well, calf, I should say. He's not a steer.
I know, he's so cute.
I'm tempted. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to give him a little bit. He does have nubs. He is going to have horns.
Yeah, for sure.
But if we end up getting some beef heifers or beef cows, I don't know. It'd be nice to breed him with them. You hear, I wonder if they can hear beans.
That's
Surely.
beans, I know.
Yeah.
That's insane. He is.
Well, Frank used to do it too, though.
Yeah, that's
When we first moved
true.
Frank, it took him a while.
It did take him a while.
But I don't think it's for mom anymore. I think it's for food.
I know, but it's funny because he's the first one that eats.
Yeah.
Because Frosty.
She looks so much better.
Yeah.
So much better. So I can't really get close, but it's right there. See how the hair's growing over it? That was completely bald about 2 weeks ago. Her haunches look pretty rough too. Yep. Wonder if I got that kick on camera. What's the matter?
It looks good. It's just the hair's growing back.
Yeah. Well, she's a little raw there too. I would imagine she's had a cycle. She's come into heat and he may have been with her.
Yeah.
So she's got a little goop. Just be careful.
Yeah.
Well, especially if she's in heat. She's real whatever right now.
Yeah.
You guys got to remember too, when you see Glory and you think she might look thinner. I need to look up Glory's age, but is she not almost, she's like 13, 14 years old?
12 or 13,
Yeah, and they're naturally, just like us, going to start to look a little bit different than, say, a Tipsy even, who is 7 or 8, or Finn, he was April of 22. He's going to be 3 years old.
Oh my gosh. And Longhorns are generally skinny.
Well, you see a lot of hip in them.
Yes, Longhorns are very lean and bony.
Not ours.
Not ours, no.
But I was telling them, just like with any animal, human, whatever, the older they get, the more their hips show, their udders sag. Is that fair?
And their colors totally make up for it.
Finn is such a looker. Yeah, he is. He's such a looker. Yeah.
They totally make up for their lanky bodies.
Well, when I think of a Longhorn, he's actually bigger than what I think of. As far as round, he's a big steer.
He's fat.
When I think of a Longhorn, I don't even think of Fiona. Fiona's pretty good size, but I think Fiona's probably closer to birthing than we realized.
Yeah, like Cheyenne told us that next day when we went to go see her, she was like, "Dude, your Longhorns are fat."
Yep. But that's how we feed them. That's what we want. They're never hungry. When I actually think of a Longhorn in the build, I actually think of like Bunny, and I said that in yesterday's video.
Yeah.
But that to me looks like a Longhorn. Straight back, shoulders a little bit lower than the hips.
You can see their hip bones.
Yep.
All the time.
She looks really good. That is a good looking cow right there. And that's Beans' mom, everybody asks.
She actually looks very, very healthy right there. Finn, on the other hand, looks like he might.
Nelly?
Finn looks like he might not be able to make it up the hill.
Nelly! Yeah, Finn looks chubby. Hey, get out of there. No. Hey, no. 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 Not anymore. No. Go eat cubes, Bonnie. Maximus, he can't come right over to it. I know he does. Yep. That's dog food. That's puppy food. Yep. That's not for you. That's not for you. No, no. That's not for you either. You stinker.
You stop it. That's why she does that.
Okay, Frosty. Hey. What are you doing? What's he doing? All right, let's take a drive. She's on your side. Good luck.
Beans, go join your friends.
He's like, I'm trying. There's a fence in the way. I've been hollering for 30 minutes. Now he's not gonna make a peep.
So silly. Don't forget the bacon bus. They picked up a rider.
Why in the world calves run with their tails up? What's up, buddy?
He just wags it like a dog.
Was that him? Whoa. Look at this grass growing into hay. Isn't that crazy? I know. I've been watching a channel. I don't know them, so I don't want to say names. But in case you guys didn't know, Ray has said, hey, I'm ready to drag those fields, and I'm ready for her to drag them. Like our paths, where we fed hay, stuff like that. But I didn't realize this. Now, we've probably got enough water that it's okay, but we have 3 days of rain coming next week after the warm temperatures. So I didn't know this, but nitrogen can kill grass if you have too much nitrogen. Well, guess what urine is full of? Nitrogen. So we actually want this water, before we drag the fields, to drain all the pee away from all of this, and then we want to drag this up here. So anyway, I hadn't told you that, but like, I'm ready to drag it, but let's give it one more good rain, and then we'll work on dragging it that way. I actually saw a guy was selling like a 16-foot cattle panel that he had just put a piece of pipe on the top of.
Yeah.
And then he just, I don't know how he attached the tires. I think he just kind of screwed them on there, U-bolted them somehow. But the tires added the weight, and then he just drug it.
I'll even just do the four-wheeler and just woo.
Well, this would be, if you put a 16-footer on there, you want this. Four-wheeler.
Four-wheeler would be kind of...
Four-wheelers, my grandma bought it original in 2002. So, yeah, that's why I'll never get rid of that one. But we got a red one, too. I just need to take them to our mechanic and get them fixed up. What?
The chickens move.
What?
What? Do you see them moving?
Oh, my goodness.
They move. That is so cool.
Where'd you get this? Everybody's going to ask.
Tractor Supply. I'm going to go put it by the gate.
We're gonna get a 20-mile-an-hour wind straight ripping through here, and them little things are gonna be pecking so hard. Or one of G-Dub's cows will come over here and just decide that it thinks it's in the wrong spot.
Look how cute it is.
Bales started to grow together, so
Yeah.
I'll bring the tractor down here and drag them out of there. So doesn't hurt to leave it there. It'd build the ground up. I mean, I won't leave the bales, but what sticks to the ground we'll leave there.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a low spot, so you just need to get some new bales.
Yeah.
It's so crazy walking outside.
Mm-hmm.
What's the temperature? 63? Goodness. And it's not supposed to be below 36 for like at least 10 days.
67 tomorrow.
Goodness.
Still be fooled by what I'm wearing. I'm actually sweating.
Yeah, we're both way overdressed for the temperatures out here. I'm excited to see G-Dub's cows in his pasture again. I miss them.
Yeah, I know. I do too. Is it just the fall?
Yeah.
That he put them over here?
Yeah. Well, he's got them up close now because everybody's feeding hay.
Yeah.
So there's no point in sticking them out here.
Yeah, they can't really graze way down here.
Pretty slick. One of these days, some old boy will fix this driveway. No, I don't need help. No. Don't need any help. Yeah, this thing's leaking pretty good. So what we got to do is get our pliers on the other side of that and tighten that down. All right, so we shed the hoodie, use the pliers. I need to make sure that it's not leaking. Much better. Well, I miss the days when they used the metal ones. Wonder what happened to those. If you can't tell though, the tank is now kind of crooked. So I was looking for a rock to put underneath the front of the tank, tip it back up. But what a time, I can't even find a rock. I bet if I went and got a T-post, I could find a rock. There we go. Now we're cooking, Frankie. I tell you what we're up against too. Well, I want to see if the pressure of the water will make that leak or if I got her tight enough. But what we're up against too, I think that, I wonder if somebody tried to stick their head through there and drink water. You wouldn't do that, would you? Would you do that? Huh? Yeah, I think you would. I don't know. What I thought about doing was, we need to be able to open this gate. But I thought about getting a couple of my ArrowQuip panels and making another catch pin right here. And yeah, that way we could keep them from shoving their big heads in there. So we'll get it sorted. I'd really like to tighten this, but I need to wait until they're, I think I need to wait until they're eating tomorrow. See, that's what we got right there. And there's no reason to do that because there's water over there. Frank, you gonna stretch that fence? You wanna run through the chute, buddy? You wanna run through the chute one time? Just one time, that's my coat. Don't knock that off. I'm excited for these guys, man. I wanna see them get big. Yeah, well, that's filling up. If we put, see, you're a stinker. If we put panels right here, I'd have another catch pin and they wouldn't be able to get to the water right there. I gotta stand in a high spot, I'm gonna sink. But we'll get it sorted. It's a work in progress. See, that's what we got going on right there. There's 0 point because there's a faucet over there. You guys are so gross. I guarantee she probably messed that fence up for MJ. Don't make it weird.
What are you doing?
You said the toilet pump wasn't working right.
Yeah.
Blow that water off of there. Forget sucking it. Problem with your pipes? You know what it is good for though?
That was fun though.
So you know how we have to move the pump like 20 times?
Yeah.
I think we could set the pump right here and I could use the blower to blow the water around.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's still a lot of ice on that.
Yeah, that's actually all the ice that I had to break up trying to get the pump out of there. So
We'll toss her back in there.
anyway, yeah, that was my bad. It actually froze.
That's only like a $20 pump from, I mean, it might as well be like a,
Yeah,
no offense to Dollar General, we go there a
No.
lot, but it's like a Dollar General pump.
that's a $35 pump
Yeah.
from Amazon. So
But no, I think it was froze. So now it's
It
thawed
was.
out. We'll throw it back in there.
yeah, it's on now. It wasn't. So we came out here with the blower and we heard the pump going. It must have needed to thaw out a little bit.
But anyway, I think what I'm going to have to do is put a panel between what is going to be the steers and the calves, because Frank and Belle are just kind of pushing back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to quit. I'm going to send old Wiener out there. Get them. We're going to get ready to go pick up the boys because this was their first day back. Adler had a full week off.
I know, right?
Carter had 4 days off plus the weekend.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to go pick up our boys. I'll fix my flag. But hoping they survive the day, because I can't imagine being out for basically spring break. And then they go, what, 3 weeks and they're out for another spring break?
Right, exactly.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know you guys want to see the boys, but they are getting older. And I know you saw them a couple times last week, but they were off for 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So you're going to see them. But they're getting older. They just don't want to be in videos much. They'd rather, you know, they got friends and lives. And so you guys have to watch us. I know we're not as funny, we're not as cool, but we try to keep it interesting. So with that said, what day is it? Monday?
Today's Monday.
Oh, we just say see ya.